Creating a website with Replit represents an excellent choice for beginners because it provides everything you need in one place without requiring any software installation on your computer. To begin understanding this process, it helps to know that Replit is an online development environment, which means it functions as a website where you can write code and create applications directly in your web browser. Think of it as a combination of a word processor for code and a web server that can host your website, with the key advantage being that everything happens in the cloud. When you are ready to start, you will need to visit replit.com and create a free account by providing an email address and creating a password. Once you have signed up and logged in, you will see the Replit dashboard, which serves as your main workspace for all future projects. Moving forward with your first website project, you will want to click the Create REPL button from the dashboard. At this point, Replit will ask you to choose a template, which is essentially a starting point for your project. For a basic website, you should select the HTML, CSS, JS template, as this template includes the three fundamental technologies that make websites work: HTML for structure, CSS for styling, and JavaScript for interactive features. During the setup process, you will be prompted to name your project. It is advisable to choose something descriptive like My First Website or Personal Portfolio. After naming your project, Replit will create it and open the code editor where you will do most of your work. As you begin working with the interface, you will notice that the Replit environment consists of several key areas. On the left side, you will find a file explorer showing the files in your project. The main center area contains the code editor where you will write your website code, while the right side displays a preview window that shows how your website looks as you build it. Understanding the files in your project is crucial for success. Your project starts with three main files, beginning with the index.html file, which contains the structure and content of your website. Additionally, the style.css file controls how your website looks, including colors, fonts, and layout. Finally, the script.js file handles any interactive features, though you may not need this initially as a beginner. When it comes to building your website structure, HTML, which stands for Hypertext Markup Language, forms the foundation of every website. This language uses tags, which are pieces of code surrounded by angle brackets, to define different parts of your web page. For example, the H1 tag creates a large heading, while the P tag creates a paragraph of text. To begin customizing your site, you can start by modifying the index.html file and replacing the existing content with your own text, images, and links. The basic structure includes a head section, which contains information about your page that is not visible to visitors, and a body section, which contains everything that people will actually see when they visit your website. Transitioning to the visual aspects of your website, CSS or cascading style sheets controls the visual appearance of your site. In the style.cs file, you can specify colors, fonts, spacing, and layout properties. CSS works by selecting HTML elements and applying visual rules to them, so you might specify that all headings should be blue or that paragraphs should use a specific font family. Throughout the development process, one of Replit's most helpful features is the live preview capability. As you make changes to your code, you can immediately see how they affect your website by looking at the preview window. If the preview does not update automatically, you can simply click the refresh button in the preview area to see your latest changes. Once you are satisfied with your website, Replit makes it remarkably easy to share it with the world. You simply need to click the Run button at the top of the editor, and Replit will generate a web address where your site can be viewed. This address will look something like your project name, your username, repeal.co, and anyone with this link can visit your website from anywhere in the world. Regarding ongoing management and updates, your website remains saved in your Replit account, allowing you to return to edit it anytime. You simply need to log into Replit, find your project in your dashboard, and click on it to reopen the editor. Any changes you make will automatically update the live website, ensuring your content stays current. Looking toward future development opportunities, as you become more comfortable with the basics, you can explore additional features such as adding forms for visitor contact, integrating images and videos, or creating multiple pages that link together. Replit also offers templates for more advanced website types, including blogs, portfolios, and business sites, which can serve as stepping stones for more complex projects. In conclusion, the beauty of using Replit for website creation lies in how it removes the technical barriers that often intimidate beginners. You can focus on learning web development concepts and creating content without worrying about servers, hosting, or complex software installations. This approach makes it an ideal platform for anyone taking their first steps into website creation, providing a supportive environment where learning and experimentation can flourish without technical complications.